What's going on? Oh my god, that frame drop. What was that? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Juju the Gamer here on Juju's Anime Corner. And I just came from the theater. What's this on? I just came from the theater with my family. We just saw Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I'm gonna give my score and then we're gonna hit the intro, but I have some thoughts on this video that I'm going to dive into. I'm giving this movie a 6 out of 10. Yes, you have heard it. I'm giving this movie a 6 out of 10. Here's my intro. I have a lot to say. Okay. All right. My frame's looking good. 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 Can I move now? Right. All right. Man. Where do I start with this? Let's just start with the positives. Let's start with the positives. The positives. Jonathan Majors crushed it as Kang. Oh my god. I thought I enjoyed his performance in Loki when he was, He Who Remains. He was the immortal one. He was the Kang that had basically won and was presiding over the timeline, over the TVA. He was playful. He was, there was a lot of exposition. But he had me on every word as He Who Remains. And his warnings in Loki was sinister. Because he flat out told Sylvie and Loki, I'm gonna rewatch Loki season 1, but he flat out told them, if you kill me, all my other variants are coming, and there's one out there that is worse than everyone else. You think I'm the nice one? You think I'm nice? I'm the nice one. Wait till you meet all my other variants, and there's one out there that's worse than everyone else and all the other versions of me. That's basically what He Who Remains was telling to Sylvie and Loki at the end of season 1. Which, side note, I can't wait for season 2 because that end credit scene with Victor Timely, we still don't know about the Kang that took over the TVA, which is probably Victor Timely, but that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. Hey, Marvel, put out a trailer for Loki season 2, please. Put out a trailer for that. Thank you. As far as positives goes, like I said, I really enjoyed Jonathan Majors as Kang. He really carried this movie to me. Another positive I did like the visual effects. Even though you could tell this movie was mostly shot on the green screen, but all the visual effect people that put in work for this movie to make it as colorful as quantum, as we go into the quantum realms, we go into the multiverse, as we go into all these other different realms. I want to give a shout out to the visual effects people because they are hard at work and they need to be paid more for their services, okay? So appreciate the artists. Appreciate the artists putting in all this work for the visual effects before they probably lose their job to the AIs. Man, do I really want to go into the negatives right now? We're only about what, 2-3 minutes in. I thought I had another positive. Oh, right. Another positive is this movie felt like Star Wars to me, and I'm a Star Wars fan. So if you watch any Star Wars movie, kind of got the feeling of how this movie was gonna go. But like I said, I love Star Wars. I did not like episode 8. Well, I take that back. I was mixed on episode 8. But it felt like a Star Wars Marvel movie to me. It had a lot of these Star Wars-esque elements in a sci-fi movie, and I really enjoyed that. Let's get into the negatives. Like I said, I'm excited for Kang Dynasty and Loki season 2 just off the strength of Jonathan Majors as Kang. Um, but let's hop into the negatives of this movie. This movie was just all right to me. Like I said, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Probably when I'll do a rewatch eventually when it hits Disney Plus, my score will improve. But just off the first watch, this is nothing I probably, yeah, just off the first watch, I will say this movie does a great job, explaining how terrifying Kang is and how he can be. But this is also a negative because they did the same thing with Gore the God Butcher. Don't just tell us how terrifying he is or show it to us in a small little flashback. Actually show us like they did with Thanos. Thanos out the gate. He killed Loki and smashed up Hulk and Thor. So out the gate you knew Thanos was different. But we're talking about an ultimate baddie in Kang the Conqueror. This is supposed to be one of the biggest, baddest variants of Kang out there. And now granted, he did not have his full capabilities because the quantum realm time works different there. I understand that. But you cannot tell me that Ant-Man and the company still should have been able to beat Kang or send him to a what was it? The probability vortex? Or send him to a deeper part of the quantum realm. It just didn't make sense. But I guess because they're still building up to Kang and showing all his different variants, I guess they had to kind of write it that way. But it's just like, it didn't really make sense to me because I'm like, this is supposed to be Kang the Conqueror. You got shown in flashback that he destroys worlds and timelines, and a family that has ants as allies defeated him. What? I didn't really understand that part. But I will say, one thing that kind of like set me off about the entire movie was the post-credit scene when they showed the Council of Kangs, and they flat out said they were upset that Kang died. The Kang the Conqueror, the one that we just saw in the movie, died. Like, he died. Like, they were upset that he died and that they weren't the ones to kill him. So, and now they're mobilizing all the other variants of Kang to wreck shop on the multiple different timelines. So, that was, like I said, they had a beautiful portrayal of Kang and why he was banished. They really only kind of showed us what he did in flashbacks. That's also a negative as well because he's supposed to be this big bad, and I understand that they're building up. I understand they're building up Kang and his variants, but this is Kang the Conqueror. He's supposed to be the biggest of bad for Kang, considering he was banished to a place that had no time. And I'm not sure if it's because he wanted to control the multiverse, because he was going around destroying world wars and timelines, or it's because the other Council of Kangs were upset that he wanted to take over the multiverse for himself and not for the betterment of Kang. So I don't know if the movie really established that part well. Like most of the dialogue for Cassie was I didn't feel the real emotional impact that the previous actress had for Cassie Lang. No, I get that. That's an issue with the script itself. It's not the actress; she did her best, but that's mostly an issue with the script. So, but it was like that whole Cassie scene with MODOK at the end. It was just like, why was this even included? Like, why was this even here exactly? But you know, to me, I always thought MODOK as a Fantastic Four X-Men villain, so to see him in an Ant-Man movie was kind of weird. And then to bring it back from Ant-Man 1, I had to go look up MODOK, because I believe Marvel has this complete history on their website. But it was an interesting take on that. I don't know, like I said, I only associated MODOK with Fantastic Four or the X-Men. So to see him as a side villain to an Ant-Man movie was kind of strange. But then again, we have Kang. So yeah, I don't know, man. This one, and it's just kind of like as a central theme. Like I said, I was vibing the first two parts. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was vibing the first two parts. We were seeing just how ruthless Kang could be. You know, Jonathan Majors was crushing it. His delivery was excellent. You could feel the power, the confidence, the authority that Kang the Conqueror commanded, and why everybody was so afraid of him. But that third act, it was just a bunch of stuff just compiled. And it was just like, what? Why? And like I said earlier, I understand that Kang did not have his full capabilities, but him getting taken out by ants what? But I guess the writer had to find a way to kind of shoehorn a victory on Kang for Ant-Man. Ant-Man and his family. I thought an excellent ending would have been if Scott and if Ant-Man and Wasp got stuck in the quantum realm after they had initially destroyed the only way out, and only trying to find out that Cassie hotwired another signal to get them out in like 5 minutes. So it was just like, what was the whole point of them even? That took away an emotional impact for me. For me personally, that took away an emotional impact, because I'm thinking, damn, they just left their family. Now they're stuck in this quantum realm alone in a world they don't know, with no way out. That is tough. That is insane. And then Cassie Lang just high wires a way out. And it's just like, we just had a beautiful emotional moment, and now it doesn't even mean anything. I'll definitely be rewatching this to see if my thoughts on this movie improves. But these are just like kind of like the first couple of impressions that I had regarding this movie. Like I said, Jonathan Majors as Kang is amazing. I can't wait to see him more as Kang. And see how the different variants go about ruling the multiverse, or if they're all just gonna descend upon the Earth as we know it. I wonder what they're gonna do with the TVA with Loki in season 2, because I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see how Kang does in that with Victor Timely. I don't know if you can call this an ending for Ant-Man, or will we have a 4th movie, or will this just be a trilogy and he'll just show up in the other movies to give exposition on Kang? But yeah, this movie is hovering around a 6 to 7 for me. Probably with another rewatch, it'll probably bump up to like 7, 7.5, 8. But just fresh out the theater, it's like 6.5, 7-ish. I'm hovering at like a 7. But let me know what your thoughts about this movie. I'm Juju the Gamer. This is Juju's Anime Corner. See you all in the comment section below. And I have some questions. I'm probably going to be watching New Rockstar or some of the other Marvel breakdown channels to really understand what happened. But these are just my out of the theater thoughts. Like I said, I'm Juju the Gamer. This is Juju's Anime Corner. I will see you all next video. Peace.